should not be buying a used Toyota right now. You're overspending, and I have proof. If you don't know, my name's Tommy, and I negotiate car deals for a living. I negotiate almost 200 car deals on a monthly basis, about 70 of them being Toyota, so I'm very familiar with this market. And this is one of the biggest questions that I get, which is, Tommy, should I buy a used or new car? And depending on the brand, sometimes used makes sense. But for certain brands like Toyota, you should stay away from used like the plague. Let's get right into the proof. Now, I can show you thousands of examples because I see them all the time, but I'm going to use one I just got last week, which this is a client that recently reached out to me that wanted a Grand Highlander. They couldn't find one new on their local dealership, so they had to go used. This was the car that they were looking for, an XLE front-wheel drive. Now, this car right here is more expensive, even though it has 15,000 miles, than it was brand new, because you can't find them anywhere in the area. The client reached out to me and said, hey, is this really the best I can do? Can you really find a deal on a Grand Highlander? A week later, we found one that would be there in 10 days. So the client had waited 17 total days versus buying that one and ended up saving about $4,000 and got a brand new example. And people make this mistake all the time. And most of the time, people make this mistake because they can't find inventory. And the secret to finding inventory is you have to expand your search radius. Yes, your local 5 dealerships in your time area, or maybe even within a 2 or 3 hour radius, might not have them. But if you're willing to expand 5 or 10 hours, I promise you'll find inventory. In the worst case, if you don't want to drive that far, it's not too expensive to ship a car. For this client, they spent $600 to ship the car to them. They still saved thousands of dollars, and the whole deal made sense versus buying something that was used that half of its warranty ran out. And this isn't exclusive to the Grand Highlander. This is almost every single Toyota, because there's a lot of dealerships that actually don't have inventory. So they're selling used cars at a premium because people aren't willing to look for the deals that are out there. So next time you're buying a Toyota, avoid used and only go new. Now, I will say there are a few outliers here, and that would be if you want to buy a used car due to its reliability. The examples I'll use is like the 4Runner, the 2024, people like due to that reliability, and the old Tundras versus the new Tundras. You can still get great deals on the new ones, but if you're buying those for those old engines or that reliability, it makes sense that you might want to spend more. If you want more tips like this, let me know.